Hey there! Let me put it in a more conversational way. So, how you interact with people can have a huge impact on your success and happiness in life. And here's the thing, it's not just about being able to get along with people who are easy to deal with. It's when you're faced with difficult or challenging people that you truly show your character and ability to thrive in a competitive world. So, it's important to work on your people skills and develop your ability to handle all types of personalities. Dealing with difficult people can be quite challenging, especially when they're upset, angry, or even lash out at you. It's natural to feel unsure about how to handle these situations, especially if you feel like someone is trying to take advantage of you. However, it's essential to keep in mind that reacting in the same negative way will only make things worse. Remember that we can't dictate how other people treat us, but we always have the power to control our own reactions and responses. So let's try to find a positive approach to handle such difficult situations. The starting point is pretty simple. Take a deep breath, be patient, calm down, and go slow. Don't let other people's negativity or anger affect you. Step back mentally and just smile. Sometimes the best thing you can do is just be silent and not feed into the fire by arguing or getting involved. When dealing with a difficult person, just stop the clock and take a time out. It's okay not to get upset when someone is being rude or cuts you off in traffic. Don't let their behavior ruin your day. It's understandable that feeling left out by a coworker can be difficult, but take comfort in knowing that you don't have to face this alone. Trust that God is looking out for you and will help you overcome any challenges that come your way. Taking the high road will not only make your life more enjoyable, but you're showing God that He can trust you with more influence and favor. You can take control of any negative situation by asking questions instead of attacking. Simply ask, "Why do you say that?" Or, "How did you come to that point of view?" Sometimes you may find that they have a good reason or they misunderstand something. Maybe you'll find that they have a difficult problem in their lives. Another way to deal with difficult people is to focus on your priorities. We don't have time to get involved in drama or negativity when we're focused on our own growth and excellence. It's true that we may come across toxic and negative individuals no matter where we go, and it's not always possible to escape them by simply changing our environment. However, we can always act and create a positive impact on the world around us. It's always great to focus on what we can do to make a difference. However, it's also important to recognize when we've given our all and things still aren't improving. Let's try to focus more on what's important to us, like our priorities, growth, and striving for excellence. By doing this, we can minimize the impact of any negative influences around us. Allow me to offer some expeditious suggestions on how to manage the presence of negativity and negative individuals in your surroundings. 1. Establish boundaries. One effective strategy is to establish boundaries with difficult individuals by defining clear limits and determining the specific times and locations in which you will interact with them. This approach can greatly mitigate the potential for chaos and provide a greater sense of control over the situation. 2. Ignore them. When it comes to dealing with toxic people, one of the options is to ignore them. However, it's important to keep in mind that this might not work in every situation. If you do decide to ignore them, just make sure there are other people around, especially if you've been submissive to the toxic person for a while. This will ensure your safety and well-being. 3. Be cautious of pity traps. Some toxic people use pity to manipulate others, and may even try to make you feel guilty for standing up for yourself. It's important to be aware of this kind of self-pity and how it's used by toxic people. Smart people can recognize and avoid falling into this trap. 4. Stay aware of your emotions. When dealing with a toxic person, it can be hard to control your reactions if you don't recognize when someone is trying to push your buttons. So it's important to take a step back and assess how you're feeling before engaging with them. If you're feeling really upset or on edge, it might be best to avoid contact altogether to prevent any regretful reactions. Remember, maintaining emotional distance requires awareness. 5. Focus on solution rather than problem. Let's shift our focus towards finding solutions instead of dwelling on problems. While it's natural to feel frustrated and point fingers, it takes real intelligence to approach difficult situations by seeking ways to improve them. By doing so, we can avoid getting caught up in negativity and work towards creating positive change. It's natural to come across people who might annoy or irritate you from time to time, but it's important to remember that you have the power to rise above their behavior and not let it get to you. Don't let them push your buttons or bait you into conflict, because that will only leave you feeling upset and offended. Instead, Try to stay positive and focus on your own goals and priorities. I wanted to offer you some friendly advice. Try not to focus on the negative comments and don't let them bring you down. It's not worth letting those hurtful words affect your spirit. Keep your head up and don't let anyone bring you down. It's important to remember that not everyone will understand you or support your goals. Unfortunately, some people may even try to bring you down by saying hurtful things or making you look bad. But don't let them discourage you from pursuing your calling. Keep your head up and stay focused on what you want to achieve.